No movie sums up the drama of high-stakes poker as well as Rounders. This film builds up the tension with memorable characters, a unique setting, and a storyline that carries you down unexpected paths. After rewatching it recently, I had an extra appreciation for how well thought out the underlying theme developed throughout the film. This film is about more than just poker. It is also about the push and pull of following your dreams, taking risks, and accepting the outcomes to whatever choices you make. What up, you guys? I'm Kent E.S. Larwill, and I'm a writer, YouTuber who talks about everything from philosophy, politics, storytelling, and more. The easiest way to support what I do is to subscribe to this channel and like this video. It's free and takes a second to do. I'll do my best not to give any spoilers in case you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't, then I highly recommend you check it out on Tubi while it's still there. As always, I'm not paid by Tubi in any way for this, advertising, but they definitely should be paying me for this. In Rounders, Matt Damon plays a law student who used to play poker competitively until he lost it big against the Russian hustler KGB. Ever since then, he's sworn off gambling, which his girlfriend, who's also a law student, has been adamant on enforcing. You can tell by Matt Damon's performance that he yearns to go back to it, but due to the memories of his past failures to KGB and the disapproval of his girlfriend, he stays away from playing cards. That is until he goes to release his friend out of prison. Edward Norton enters the scene as the happy-go-lucky carefree card shark who can't get enough of hustling people out of their money. Now that he's out of prison, all he wants to do is win as big a pot as possible in a game of poker. He also wants to bring his best friend along to help him. Matt Damon, of course, shuts him down initially, but after Edward Norton explains how he owes a whole bunch of money to KGB and he has to gather it up fast, Matt Damon feels obliged to help him get out of the rut. As Matt Damon develops as a character, we see the people in his life represent archetypical life experiences. Matt Damon's girlfriend represents the safe choice. If he plays it safe, he can eventually get a good job as a lawyer, keep his lady around, and maybe even have a family someday. Contrary to his girlfriend is Edward Norton, who represents his unbridled desire to follow his passion for making it big as a poker player. It also seems by design that Matt Damon's girlfriend and Edward Norton never share a single scene together, almost as if Matt Damon as a character can only ever hold one of the two perspectives at once. It's almost like he has a devil and angel on each side of his shoulder bidding for his attention. He can listen to one and then listen to the other, but trying to find the compromise between the two seems impossible. It is also by no surprise that we have KGB, who represents the great risk or consequence of failure if Matt Damon does decide to follow his passion. KGB stands as the force which could derail Matt Damon's entire life, the great danger that comes if he chooses to follow Edward Norton too closely. The safe choice makes Matt Damon feel incomplete as to who he's supposed to be, while the chaotic poker life seems to come with a great deal of volatility. Working alongside the representations of dreams followed and dreams forgotten are a couple of minor characters that represent varying degrees of life choices. Matt Damon's old mentor, who used to play cards, has retired from gambling. He used to play it big, but only did so for a while. When the risk got too high for him, he cashed out and chose to live a modest life of luxury. We also have Matt Damon's law professor, who was strongly encouraged by his parents to become a rabbi, but chose to follow what truly interested him, which was becoming a lawyer. Even as we delve in these lesser characters, we see the opposing forces of practicality over passion, the path well planned out, or the road less traveled. So the question then arises, to follow your dreams or not follow your dreams, to take the risk or play it safe. After noticing this overarching theme, we can see the overly safe option as a poor choice, but despite how appealing the overly risky option appears on the surface, it can be a whole lot worse if you look a little deeper. The choices somewhere in the middle seem like the best of both worlds, but even they come with their own drawbacks. The movie presents a multitude of options for Matt Damon, varying from high risk, high reward to no risk but left dead inside, and a few options somewhere landing in between the two. Mini spoiler alert here, but by the end of the film, Matt Damon of course chooses some kind of following his own passion, but does so in a way that is less dangerous or less chaotic than following it unbridled, such as the way that Edward Norton represents. So the theme does take a somewhat nuanced approach to following your dreams if you look through the messaging clearly. You want to follow your dreams, but do so in a way that you don't end up dead in a ditch. You'll obviously have to take some risks, but can you do so within reason? At the start of the film, when Matt Damon was sworn off playing poker, you could see him living a humble life, fine. But his yearning to play the game he loved so much called out to him. There's this sense that if you play it too safe, you'll only find yourself pulled back to where you belong in the first place, so don't even try to pull yourself away from the table you belong to. There is no resisting your calling in life. You can, of course, however, answer your calling with a degree of practicality and adjust as circumstances change. For Matt Damon's character, could he have been a lawyer with the girl and also play cards? It could be possible if the three of those things weren't also tearing him apart. Once these things start conflicting with each other, you have to ask yourself what is the main priority and choose it unapologetically. Then there's the issue of risk. You have to accept that your dreams will come with great risk. This danger cannot be allowed to govern your actions too much, or at the very least, not let it allow you to cower in fear of what you are meant to do. You can, of course, approach with caution, but you nonetheless need to find a way to move forward on the path you are meant to walk down. Out of movies I've been rewatching, Rounders has got to be one of the best. It was also an experience that really hit home the idea of catching new things you didn't notice before when seeing it for a second time. For those of you who haven't seen it, I highly recommend catching it on Tubi while it's there. And for those of you who have seen it, I most certainly still recommend seeing it again. Check it out on Tubi when you have a chance. And if you like that video, then you can check out my book that's available on Amazon that talks about a whole bunch of things in terms of dealing with hard times. It has a title so edgy you might not even be able to say it on YouTube. But it's there in the description if you guys are interested. But as always, if you like, you can stay tuned for more content that's gonna help you through whatever you're going through. And, like, subscribe, do that thing down below where you comment on my videos. Even if it's, negative comments, I don't mind. That helps push that magical algorithm to send more of my stuff. So thank you for the comments that are negative or positive. Hopefully positive. But hey, by all means, send a negative one down below. It'll help me. Thank you.